For years, fans have looked to Live with Kelly and Mark as more than just a morning show. It's become part of their daily ritual, a warm, familiar presence that brings laughter, light, and connection into homes across America. And at the heart of it all are Kelly and Mark, two people whose love story has unfolded in real time, reminding everyone that even in the chaos of celebrity, real love is still possible. Their story began more than 25 years ago on the set of All My Children. What started as an on-screen romance soon became a real-life bond built on trust, humor, and mutual respect. Through every chapter, from raising 3 children to navigating demanding careers, they've managed to stay not only in love, but in sync. That's what makes this current season of their lives so striking. For perhaps the first time, fans are seeing a different side, not just the glamour and laughter, but the human side. The quiet moments where two people, so often seen as unshakable, have had to slow down and breathe. Behind the scenes, sources close to the couple say the past year has been one of reflection. With both of their children now grown, Kelly and Mark have been adjusting to a new rhythm, one without the daily demands of parenting, but filled instead with the complex emotions that come from watching their family evolve. A friend of the couple shared, they've spent so much of their lives focused on building, their careers, their home, their family. Now they're learning to simply be, to enjoy what they've created together. It's a transition many couples experience, but for Kelly and Mark, it's been magnified by fame. Every smile, every gesture, every pause is seen, analyzed, and sometimes misinterpreted. But those who know them best insist that what's unfolding isn't distance, it's depth, a quieter, deeper connection forged in the stillness that comes after decades of doing everything at full speed. Friends say that Mark, especially, has been finding solace in simplicity. He's been taking early morning runs through Central Park, cooking more, and spending afternoons reading on the terrace of their New York home. Those who visited describe it as peaceful, a place filled with photos, music, and laughter, a home that feels lived in and loved. Kelly, meanwhile, has continued to hold down the fort on Live with her trademark wit and energy. Yet beneath the jokes and the seamless hosting, there's an unmistakable tenderness when she talks about Mark, a respect, a quiet admiration that shines through even when she's teasing him. During a recent segment, after a story about relationships, Kelly smiled and said, "Marriage isn't about perfection. It's about partnership, about choosing each other again and again, even when life throws you curveballs." Her words felt spontaneous, but to those who have followed her journey, they carried weight. At home, sources say, the two have been spending more intentional time together. Long dinners without phones, weekend getaways away from the noise. Even something as simple as watching old movies side by side, a reminder that sometimes the smallest moments are the ones that mean the most. And though the world continues to speculate, those close to the couple say there's no need for worry. This isn't a crisis, it's a recalibration. A moment for two people who've given so much of themselves to the public to turn inward to nourish their own hearts. One longtime colleague put it beautifully. They've always been the couple who gave us energy. Now they're taking time to refill their own. Their children, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin, have been incredibly supportive. Each one has spoken about the lessons they've learned from their parents: hard work, kindness, humility, and the importance of laughter. It's clear that whatever they're walking through, they're doing it together, as a family. In many ways, this season of reflection has only deepened the legacy Kelly and Mark have built. Because behind the bright lights and the morning monologues, their greatest story has never been about fame. It's been about endurance, about the ability to stay true to themselves and to each other through the changing tides of life. And that's why fans continue to love them. Not because they're perfect, but because they're real. They laugh, they argue, they grow, and most importantly, they keep showing up for each other. As Kelly said in a recent interview, we're learning to embrace the quiet, to be grateful for where we are, because love isn't just built in the big moments, it's built in the everyday ones. Mark Consuelos has always been known as the strong, grounded presence by her side. Now, as he takes a moment to slow down, the world finally sees what makes him extraordinary. Not his charm or his success, but his humanity. He's a husband, a father, a man navigating life with honesty and grace. And with Kelly beside him, there's no doubt he'll come through this season stronger than ever. To Mark and Kelly, the laughter, the love, and the legacy you've shared have touched millions. Your story reminds us all that real strength doesn't come from perfection. It comes from compassion, vulnerability, and the courage to keep choosing love every single day. If this story moved you, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a comment below. Tell us, what's your favorite Live with Kelly and Mark moment? Because behind every joke, every conversation, every morning spent with us, there's a couple who's shown the world that love, when nurtured with grace, can weather any season. And that's the kind of story worth holding on to.